Alright, so to make our hand pies, I'm going to be using the Pillsbury pie crust. I'm probably going to need one of these for myself since I'm making this just for one person. But if you're making more, you may need both rolls. So as you can see, it comes in a roll like this, wrapped in plastic. We're just going to open this up and unroll it on our sheet here. Alright, so I'm just going to take mine out and roll it. Now if you need to, you can use a rolling pin to roll this out flat, but this one is already pretty flat, so we're all set and ready to go. So right here I just have a drinking cup, and I picked this one because it is the size that I'm going to make my pies. So this one is slightly larger. Do any size that you want. So we're just going to kind of go around and get our little shapes for our pies. As you see, easily pops right out. So I'm just going to put this aside on my tray here and just keep going right around. Alright, so as you can see, I have some scraps here. I'm just going to work this together and just kind of knead it out a little bit. And then with my rolling pin, I'm just going to roll it out a little bit. This one is slightly thicker, but that's fine with me. I don't really care. One thicker one won't hurt anybody. So I still have some dough left. I'm basically just going to kind of push this out, and I might be able to just cook it up or something. I don't want to waste anything, so this is what I have left of leftover dough. So I can just make this into like a tiny little one. That'll work. So here you can see the 6 circles that I have. So basically one of these is going to be the bottom, the other one here is going to be the top. So I'm going to have a total of 3 complete pies here. So I need to make an egg wash, so I'm just going to crack 1 egg. And I'm just going to mix that up. So right here I just have some white American cheese that I got from the deli that I already had in the fridge that I just want to use up. So I'm going to use that along with some ham slices that I got at the deli. So I'm just going to cut these up into bite-sized pieces, and then we'll move on to the next step. So hang on. So right here are my ham slices. I'm just going to cut these into pieces. Now this recipe would be great after the holidays, you know, if you're having like a ham or even a turkey or something. This would be a great way to use up any extra meat that you might have. So I got my ham all cut up. Now I'm just slicing up a few pieces of cheese. Again, this is just cheese that I got at the deli. And it's just what I had in my fridge. So use what you got. So I'm just going to break these up a little bit just so they're not as thick. Again, you can buy like the shredded cheese if you want to. That's actually what the recipe that I originally saw called for, which I'll have a link down below to Geek'S. This is like the recipe that I saw on her channel. I figured I'd give it a try, so definitely go check out her version. She used, like I said, the shredded cheese. I'm just using cheese that I already had. Why go out and buy more stuff that I just don't need? Cheese is cheese. It'll work. Alright, so our ham and cheese is all cubed up, sliced, and ready to go. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. We're going to move this back in. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put in some of our ham. And some of our cheese. Alright, so now that I have all these filled, I'm just going to try and keep everything right in the center. I'm going to take a brush, and I'm going to brush on some of that egg wash right onto the edges of our pies. And all this is going to do is help seal our top to our bottoms. I'm going to take that, put this on the top, push down, and then just push these all together. If you have an egg allergy, you can also use water. I've used that before in the past. It works fine. So no worries there. This brush wants to put on a lot of egg, but that's alright. It'll be nice and sealed. That's all I care about. So this is my thicker one right here. So it might not be the exact same size, but close enough. And then if you remember, I had that little piece of leftover. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this kind of like an empanada turnover sort of thing. I'm just going to do half and fold it over on itself. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking a fork and I'm just going to press down the edges, and that will just really help make sure that everything in here is secure and together. Plus, it will give that really cute pie look. Alright, so now that I have the edges crimped, I'm just going to put a few holes into the top here, just as little steam vents. And last but not least, with our remaining egg wash, I'm just going to brush over the top so that these will come out nice and golden brown. These are all set. We're going to put these in a 375-degree oven for anywhere from 18 to 20 minutes. So let's go toss them in. Alright, so these just came out of the oven. They are piping hot, but they look delicious. So I'm going to cut one open right now, and we can take a peek inside to see what they look like. So instantly the smell that came out of this was amazing. So as you can see, you get the flaky layers. It is really flaky. Get the layers of ham and cheese. It smells fantastic. I cannot wait to dig in to try this. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe. There will be a link down below here in the description bar to Geek Goddess's video where she made these. That is where I found this recipe from. So big thanks to her for putting out her recipe. I can't wait to tuck into these and give them a try.